Thank you for the kind invitation to speak at this important conference. I wanted first to congratulate President Ero for convening us all today and for putting justice reform at the very top of his agenda. I'm speaking today as the head of the British office in Hargeisa, but I'm also a former conflict and governance advisor, so justice issues are particularly close to my heart. The reality is that the rule of law and how it is applied, not applied, or misapplied can either drive conflict and violence, or it can strengthen peace, security, and economic development. I asked a Somalilander yesterday what they thought of the justice system in Somaliland. Their answer: it's working, but it is not enough. I think what that means is it's working in some places and for some people, but not for everyone, everywhere. In particular, women, vulnerable groups, the disabled, and the underaged still do not have full access to justice. The UK has a proud record of working on security, justice, and human rights in Somaliland for many years. In recent years, we have focused more on the security side. One reason is that we did not always see strong commitment from the authorities to implement much-needed justice reforms. For instance, the UK supported the introduction of a case management system, a critical step to improve justice delivery and transparency by tracking a case from arrest to prosecution to release. However, this system has never been implemented properly. And that is a story that we see time and again across the institutions being supported by international partners. So my message is that we are all here today because international partners want to support the rule of law, working hand in hand with Somaliland. But we also need to see local commitment and ownership to complement that external support. In that spirit, I'd like to offer a few suggestions to colleagues in the room. First, as my colleague from UNDP just said, the establishment of an independent judiciary only goes so far. There still needs to be clear oversight. Judges must be properly qualified, appointments must be transparent and merit-based. Second, women make up more than half of the population in Somaliland. Finally passing the female genital mutilation and sexual offences bills would send a clear signal that this is an administration which is ready to provide protection for all its people. Third, media freedom matters because the media, when it's doing its job well, is there to hold the administration accountable and to provide a voice for the people. There have now been more than 36 journalist arrests in 2025. That's nearly double the total for 2024. We would encourage this administration to ensure the passing of the media bill, which is currently with Parliament, to guarantee media freedom and freedom of expression. Lastly, on counterterrorism, I'd like to highlight that the absence of a comprehensive counterterrorism law continues to pose significant challenges. We've been actively supporting the drafting of a CT bill and encourage the administration to prioritise its finalisation. The UK is now working with the administration on a follow-up conference to today and tomorrow's work. That would be focused on CT and human rights laws, and we hope that this will take place in early 2026 in close collaboration with Parliament and the Ministry of Parliamentary Relations, our international partners in the room today, and of course building on the discussions and the roadmap from today and tomorrow. In other words, today is a massive step for justice in Somaliland. But there is still a lot more work to do to create the kind of just and equal society that Somalilanders deserve. My team and I look forward to working with all of you in the room and beyond to achieve this. Mahad Sanadeen.